Well, any type of rain event puts Orleans Parish on high alert as the Sewage and Water Board continues to try to repair a crippled pumping system.
New Orleans is under a state of emergency tonight. Paul Murphy has been following the storm preparations in Orleans Parish. He joins us live now with that part of our coverage. Paul?
Tom, Natalie, Mayor Mitch Landrieu held a news conference here late this afternoon to discuss ongoing preparations for Tropical Storm Nate. He said that city departments are staffing up for the weekend. Police, fire, and EMS are expected to be all hands on deck for this weather event. Now, the city doesn't expect to call for any kind of evacuation, but is asking residents to shelter in place as Nate is expected to make landfall sometime early Sunday morning. Nate is now a tropical storm, and the projected track has shifted to the west. It is now expected to make landfall in southeast Louisiana over the weekend. Mayor Mitch Landrieu has declared a state of emergency, and city officials are expecting 3 to 6 inches of rain, possible street flooding, especially outside the levee protection, and winds of up to 60 miles per hour.
We're going to increase our first responder staffing over the weekend to have all hands on deck should we need them. NOPD, NOFD, and EMS are staging high water vehicles, boats, and barricades in strategic locations should the need arise.
Today, 14 vacuum trucks fanned out across New Orleans in a push to clean catch basins. We found this truck in the Treme neighborhood. During recent heavy rains, clogged drains made an already compromised drainage system even worse, leading to major street flooding in parts of the city. The city has now cleared 3,400 catch basins since the August 5th flood.
Just wanted to ask the residents of this city if they can get out and clean in front of their catch basins as the tropical storm is on its way. We would really appreciate that.
The local flood protection authority is predicting a storm surge of 2 to 5 feet on top of high tides that are already running 1 to 2 feet above normal. Authority Chief Administrative Officer Derek Bowe says crews have already started closing 192 floodgates across the region.
We are closing the gates on the perimeter, so along the Lake Pontchartrain lakefront in Jefferson and Orleans Parish, along the Industrial Canal, and down in St. Bernard as well, along the major flood protection system.
And the NOPD is warning drivers to please stay off of roads with standing water. And Superintendent Michael Harrison says that his officers will be manning barricades at the underpasses if they begin to take on water. The city drainage system remains in a compromised position as Nate approaches the city. We'll have more on that coming up new at 6. We're live at New Orleans City Hall. Paul Murphy, Eyewitness News.